I'm Aenslee Tanner, here with more tips to help you get to the top of your game in your career, sport, and business. Have you ever dreamed of changing careers? Trying something vastly different from whatever you're doing today? I've personally had quite a bit of experience in changing careers. I've been on this pursuit to try to find that sweet spot where I could do something that I excel at and that plays to my strengths, but that I also find meaningful and fulfilling. And along the way, I've learned a thing or two about how to successfully change careers. And today I want to share with you what I learned in making one of my biggest career changes. And that's when I shifted from being an engineer in the automotive industry to being a public policy analyst in a government department of education. Does that sound like a big leap to make? Yeah, so did a lot of recruiters I met at the time. I sent out dozens of applications. I sent my CV around to apply for all these public policy jobs, and I got rejection letter after rejection letter. And so I knew I was going to have to do something differently in order to make this work. And at the time, I didn't have any insight into what a policy analyst actually did. I didn't have any friends who were policy analysts that I could ask. And so I decided to do something that at the time felt really uncomfortable for me, but which I believe was actually the thing that made the critical difference into how I was able to successfully transition into that new industry. And that was inviting strangers out for coffee. I usually don't even drink coffee, that doesn't matter. The point was I was getting in touch with people who already worked in the field of public policy and asking them and getting insights that I could never have found on some website or in a book about what was really required, what the job entailed, what skills were needed. And it was through doing this that I actually ended up expanding my network of contacts who worked in public policy. I was able to get the information I needed to update my resume so that it actually did a much better job of telling the story about how my engineering background would be an asset to a public policy team. And while my being determined and proactive throughout the job search process was certainly important, as luck would have it, one of the folks that I ended up inviting to catch up with me so that I could ask him about his career path and what the day-to-day role of a policy analyst looked like in his world actually ended up having a job available in his team. So after we had caught up, I went home, I took the updated version, the tailored version of my resume, and went ahead and applied for that position. I ended up getting an interview and eventually landed the job. So I found this simple act of reaching out to relative strangers who already worked in the industry that I wanted to break into so vital for facilitating my own transition that I'd recommend it to you if you're in the market for a career change as well. Number one, it'll at least fill in gaps in information that to help you understand how you might need to tailor your resume or what kinds of skills and experience you're already going to bring that you can highlight when applying for this new career. And two, you are expanding your network of contacts in the industry that you're trying to break into, and you never know where those might lead and how those might help you in the future. I hope you found this helpful, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching.